Good morning, everyone. Good morning and welcome to this live trading webinar. Today is Thursday, 1st of December. Happy month to everyone. How are you guys doing today? Is everyone having a good time so far? How is trading? Any trades you took yesterday or anything you took this morning? Hello, good morning, good morning. So let's start it. It was a good trade on the USD JPY, good trade in terms of the analysis we do here. So it was on the 5-minute chart. Continuation, we're going to see it just in a bit. Let's start with the today's top headlines, or actually let's go to the calendar. We're going to have a few events later in countries, let's say like Brazil. We don't trade based on this calendar. Okay, so today's top headlines. Yeah, yesterday, Jasper, we had the Powell. They stated, the Fed stated that interest rates, they will be increased by 0.5%, not by 0.75 points. So looks like the markets, they depreciate the dollar, and they just reverse against the dollar, let's say. So the moves we expected to happen, finally they happen late last night. So Powell signals Fed prepare to slow rate rise pace in December. China Caix manufacturer PMI marks 4th straight month of contraction. U.S. economic growth slowed this fall. Fed's book says. EU official warned Elon Musk that changes are needed. At Twitter, France prepares for targeting blackouts if energy crisis. Cold winter strain codes. We have here Elon Musk says Apple and Twitter have resolved differences after meeting. And Mark Zuckerberg says Apple holds too much control over ecosystem. Well, that's all the news we have from these guys. Let's have a look at the MT5 platform. Sorry. So here is the MT5. Guys, any trades you want to see besides on the analysis we do in general? Let's start with the dollar index. So dollar index, finally, we put that bearish engulfing yesterday here around the 200 moving average. But anyway, we said that 200 moving average itself, it's not a major support where the market can hold many buying trades. Now, how it's best to explain it to you. What are the moving averages? The moving averages are dynamic support and resistance. Well, why do we say they are dynamic? Because they changed based on the change of the price action. So moving averages are lagging indicators on the charts. So when we see the price, let's say we are in an uptrend, why just, let's say, and not drawing it here, right? Let's say we are in this uptrend, and let's assume that here we have the 50 moving average, exponential moving average. Just because we are in this, we bounced on 50 moving average, let's say, or on 200 moving average, without combining what the market actually is doing. If we have these higher highs, higher lows, if we are coming off a trend line, if we are coming off a support, a horizontal support, and we just come off a moving average, that itself, it's not the strongest indication to initiate positions. All right. So because the moving averages, they are changing based on the price change. So that's why we call them, they are dynamic moving average. They calculate it based on the previous day's closes, and they average, depends, they weighted the average on the last candle, or on the, if we talk about the 200 moving average of the 199th candle previous, the current one. Okay, so we did say that temporarily they can act as support, but to trade trend reversals, we have to see a close above this neckline here. And we said yesterday that temporarily we can see some push to the upside, but we stated clearly that we are in a downtrend. Okay, so, and at this time, Powell talked about interest rates for December. The market, until that stage, it was already trading to the upside. I believe so. Yeah, that happened at 8 o'clock. So basically, yesterday you were trading, if you were trading around this area here, that we didn't have any signals here. Okay, so what do we expect today? We expect to see the price moving to the downside and retest at least this area of support. And if break further down, then we can retest this area of support. So, but for now, that's what we see, and it's no need to go further beyond that, this support. The DAX put this candle to the upside. We said that DAX has still room to move to the, and to retest this area here of support. Today, we are still bullish on the DAX. For intraday traders, this is a strong resistance. The market is just selling off that resistance. FTSE broke above this level of resistance. Now, it's become a bit complicated because we have this level of resistance here. So the only way to trade the FTSE to the upside, it's on the lower time frames. And we need to see some sort of confirmation here, either on the 5-minute to wait for a higher high, higher low, and then to participate on the long side. That's on the watch list, definitely. Dow Jones, you see, we broke with much of momentum here. And you see, guys, what I told you many times, when the price touches the resistance, if it doesn't break through in the next few candles with a strong momentum, then this resistance, it's not here to hold. Like this one here, you see this resistance got broken with strong momentum. You see how big is this, how long is this candle? Then this double resistance here broke with this candle here. So it's a very, very strong indication that there is too much buying activity in the market. Now, this candle here broke with strong force, too much of volume contained within the candle. If we go down to the 5-minute chart, we have this consolidation pattern here. And we do wait for a break to the upside to continue to start new buying activity on these indices. And of course, the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ, they both pushed to the upside after what Powell stated last night, with the S&P to be in better performance, as we said, because we didn't have the previous candle, not the yesterday's one. Yesterday, we were analyzing this candle here. So this candle here, it didn't lead too much selling activity, as we can see from the body, relatively very small body comparing to the previous candles. So we said that we can see further upside. Okay, now it was just on a straight line. The traders, I was expecting, remember I told you I was expecting to see a close and hold above this area here. Okay, now if someone took this trade, usually we say 2 periods close above a resistance, it's a valid break. So if someone took it up, unfortunately, I wasn't around to take this trade anyway, but if someone took this trade and a stop below this low point here, you should be in a good, in a very good reward to risk so far. But everything happened in that few minutes with power statement. All right, guys. So, and maybe some of you ask me, okay, Theo, how could we capitalize on that move? And here is the answer is there are really moments because of the volatility. It's just comes in the market. We are not able to capitalize on the move, guys. Okay, and that's fine. The best clues for us as retail traders is when we see markets in like this one here, where it was a good example. For example, we see this, we took this trade here when we took it on the 4-hour chart. All right. And remember, we identified that the market was trending down. We had this pullback here, and then we saw that this consolidation, and we saw this bearish engulfing candle here. On the 4-hour chart, we had some pullback, and we initiate some positions with a tight stop. So we target all the way down. Oh, I think we target somewhere there. Okay, so that was a more than 3 or 4 to 1 reward to risk. But this type of opportunities, they come only when we have the right pattern to trade. Okay, they don't come when we don't have the right pattern to trade. So, and we have to accept it, right? Guys, those you participate from Zoom, do you have any questions about what we say so far? Those who participate through the YouTube also, I see more comments on the YouTube. So, guys, if you have any questions about currency pairs you are currently in trading, please let me know on the chat box. Let's start with the pound against the US dollar. So again, around this 200 moving average. Well, can we see some pullback? We said it yesterday. Definitely we can see some pullback here. But at the end, if the dollar is going to just sell off, then definitely we're going to see this this push to the downside. Sorry, if dollar is going to sell more, we're going to see this push to the upside. Hello to those that join us right now. Guys, remember that this webinar is recorded every day, so you can have the chance to participate, to watch them if you missed the beginning. Hello, can you say something about the Euro PLN, the Polish one? Okay, we're going to talk about the Euro. Let's go to the Euro against the dollar now, around this support, around this resistance area. So the market can make this ascending triangle, and we can see some follow through to the upside. We will see what is going to happen. USD against the CHF is just pushing to the downside. The Aussie, we said yesterday that we expect this triangle, symmetrical triangle pattern to give us a breakout to the upside, and we hold some trades. We are holding some trades here. I talked about that. I don't know, did anyone took this trade with me as well on the Aussie US dollar? The Kiwi, the same. We said about this break to the upside, clear room to move here. So that's 2 trades so far. I love this pattern. This one, it's one of my favorites. It's trend with 3 very strong clues of confirmation. So first, the market is making lower highs, lower lows. Then the trend line is respected. We have this forced breakout on the trend line is respected. The price didn't close beyond the trend line resistance. The FIP from high to low to see the retracement, the percentage of retracement. Here is a golden ratio, 61.8%. Rejection, we didn't close higher. So we have 3 levels of confluence. and then the market it's just slammed to the downside. Okay, on the 4-hour chart, how could we, let's see if we had any confirmation on the 4-hour chart. We had only this trend line here, so the 4-hour chart didn't give us any signal based on the down theory, based on the analysis, trend analysis. It gave us signal, it didn't even give us signal based on candlestick patterns, to be honest. Okay, on the 1-hour chart, nothing. So you see, guys, in the right time, at the right area of resistance, with the right levels of confluence, but we couldn't find a catalyst to participate in this move. The only catalyst, it was, let's say it was this one here, with a failure swing on the 15-minute chart. This is a failure swing when we have a higher high. The market is normally make a correction, and the second attempt to create a new high, the market is just push lower. So this is a failure swing. It failed to create a higher high. So some traders, they put a sell orders here, stop above there, they are in the trade. But really, to get these moves, you have to be day trading on the 15-minute charts, on 1-hour charts, and it's like you have to be in front of the computer all the time. To first, you have to understand the move, and then to take the move. Okay. So, and ladies and gentlemen, what we were waiting for so many days to happen, it's the break, clear break below. This morning I had a trade here on the 5-minute chart based on the analysis I always do. So we have this level of support, this level of broken support can act as new resistance. We had this trend line to the downside, let's say, indicate that there was a consolidation pattern. It broke to the downside, gave us a correction, and entry was there 2-1 and played off well on the 5-minute chart. But first, it was all this confirmation that the 4-hour chart closed well below the daily chart. It's trading lower and all this stuff. The weakness of the dollar. And Aussie JPY, it's still sideways here. Euro JPY, now we start having a bit of a clue to the downside. So this can give us now, we can start thinking of trading this pair to the downside. And we have this area of support we can look for. So here it's the next level, but we have to see how the 4-hour chart, it's pretty clear now. We do have this broken support, then retracement, and we can go with a trend. So we keep an eye on that. Please note it down, Euro JPY. The gold, of course, the gold to the upside. Again, if the dollar has to be clear, guys, let's make it very clear. The dollar index has to break and close below that 200 moving average. Okay. Now, what we say is hypothetical scenarios. Okay. For all these trades to play out well the way we want them, we want the dollar to close below the 200 moving average, because the dollar is the leading indicator, and we have to acknowledge that. I'm still holding this trade to the upside, the crude oil against, the crude oil. It's priced on US dollars, so I position based on these constantly rejections here. This pin bar here, it just got with another false breakout, so I enter long from this area. I think some people, they are holding some pound JPY trades. That's a good trade. Let's see which one. It's this one here. So it's still on your favorite to the downside. pound, that's the Euro USD. Theo, did you got triggered Euro USD sell limit? Yes, I got triggered into that trade, Rumen. How did I access past record Zoom sessions? Let me show you right now. Guys, for those who missed some sessions and you want to watch them, you have to go to the YouTube channel. Let me share the screen. So you go to the YouTube channel here. I assume the people from YouTube, they know where to find the YouTube channel, right? So you go there, you scroll down, and if you scroll down, you see live trading, morning briefing show, and it will be here. Or if you don't find it here, you're going to go to the live here on the left column, live trading. Okay, and for those who missed some webinars about, especially about trading psychology, guys, please make sure you watch them. They are trading psychology series. They are unbelievably helpful for every trader. Okay, so let's go back to the charts. Guys, any other currency pair or any other indices you would like to see? Any questions? Please let me know. Remember that on Friday, the non-farm payroll event will be released, the numbers, and based on the number we see, if the actual deviates way more than the forecast, then we can see a big fluctuation in the dollar and in the markets. Please make sure, if you're going to hold intraday positions around this type of that event, please make sure you have stop losses in the market so you don't get in any sudden volatility explosion, okay, around the non-farm payroll. Now, and because we didn't say it at the beginning and I forget to go through, guys, this is the disclaimer, just to make sure that you are all aware that these sessions are for training and general information content only, and they don't intend to provide any investment or personal advice or recommendation to everyone. Okay. So for today, we are still trying to be careful with this pullbacks. Okay, I got triggered in a trade here yesterday when we put that limit order. So I mean that trade, but again, that's a very low risk because we don't know what the dollar will do, and this pattern indicates more momentum to the upside. Based on what happened last night, okay, because if everything was as normal without this speech last night, then we could be under normal market conditions. But suddenly yesterday, Mr. Powell decided to reverse everything. So, oh, sorry, Rumen, I forget. Let's have a look at I think I need to add it. Euro and Yes, on the daily chart, we have this support area here. Let's see on the weekly first. On the weekly chart, we have this, can we find the channel? Let's say we have this channel line, then we have also this chart. Then we do have this. Technically, it's a nice one. So we have this area here. I assume you can spot maybe some potential head and shoulders, no head and shoulders yet. But there are few levels of support here. So we are on this support. If the price is going to push below, then we definitely can retest this support here. So here it's, if the price is going to move below this one here, up. So if we're going to close below, then we can retest this support. But if we're going to stay above, either there are two targets, possible targets. We draw FIB from high to low, and we find around 50 to 61.8%. Well, it matches nice with the channel line here, the upper line, it calls channel line. So if we're going to stay above, we can see price to come and reaches this channel line. If we're going to close below, we can see the price come and touches the trend line. All right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's all from me today. Let's hope we have a good trading for the rest of the day. And I wish happy trading to everyone. Have a great time wherever you are in the world. Thanks for your participation. Please make sure you like and subscribe on the YouTube channel, in this video especially. And if you haven't subscribed yet on the YouTube channel, please make sure you do so. That's all. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow at the same time. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.